Welcome to a broadcast of the recent Lorain County Commissioners' General Meeting. Unless otherwise announced, meetings are held Wednesday morning at the Administration Building, 226 Middle Avenue, 4th floor, downtown Elyria. These are public meetings and you are invited to attend. Agendas are posted prior to the meeting at www.loraincounty.us. Click on Departments to see the Commissioners page, then click on View Agenda.
Good morning. Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Chaplain Beidleman. Do you like that title, Bev?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I'm going to read a prayer for us this morning. It says, "May the Father bless us with a growing assurance of His great love for us, and may His grace and mercy fill us with the unending peace that the commissioners and their team need to do this job that they have for Lorain County. And may their hearts grow ever more tender to the Spirit's leading, and may they rest in the truth that whatever they do is going to work together for the good, as long as they put you first in everything, Lord. So we thank you for that. Continue to give them the wisdom and understanding they need to guide our county to a better future. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the November 5th meeting of the Lorain County Board of Commissioners. Commissioner Kalo has a real treat from our dog kennel today.
Our featured dog this week is a female American Bulldog. She's about 2 years old. She was found off of Oberlin Road. She's got a great personality. Sort of like reminds me of the dog Sarge from the Beetle Bailey comics. But she'll be available for adoption tomorrow. Make a great family member. How many dogs we got right now? We have 27 dogs, so she's not quite your cup of tea. Stop it. I'm sure you'll find another great animal for your family. Come on.
What a great dog.
Yeah.
Wow, look at him. Cool. And her, yeah. We had 19 dogs adopted last week, either adopted or redeemed by the owner. 29. 19 adopted. That's great. Thank you, everybody, for making the kennel your place to go.
I understand you're still pretty close.
We're still full, though, right?
full, right?
Always. So we always need your help.
Madam Clerk?
Under Resolutions Number 1, Investments.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kalo.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Appropriations.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kalo.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Transfers.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kalo.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
There is no advances, no repayments, requisitions.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kalo.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Travel.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kalo.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Bills.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kalo.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Under the Commissioners, authorize various personnel actions as indicated on the summary sheet for employees within jurisdiction of Lorain County Commissioners.
Mr. Cordez?
Thank you, Commissioner Kalo. I do have a few potential hires that I want to discuss with the board. Also, I want to update you on ongoing litigation and discuss a bargaining issue with United Steelworkers of America. All three of those topics allowable under the Sunshine Act for executive session talks, so I would ask at the conclusion of our regular board meeting, say we go into executive session and we talk about those issues that I've explained. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Approve and waive the reading in the minutes of October 29th.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Under the Port Authority, amend Resolution 14668, adopted October 22nd, 2014, providing for the guarantee of the payment of principal and interest by Lorain County on the issuance and sale of bonds by Lorain County Port Authority for the benefit of Lorain County Land Reutilization Corporation. Said amendment is to clarify the fund.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Under Domestic Relations, approve request of $10,000 from the Juvenile Accountability Discretionary Block Grant to purchase 4 XU-Track 1 cellular GPS electronic monitors for monitoring low, moderate offending youth and reduced number of detainees at the detention home, and the request of cash match of $1,111 from the general fund.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Jody, any comments on these two issues at all?
If you have questions, I'm happy to answer them, but otherwise, no.
Thank you.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Approve request of $40,000 from Juvenile Accountability Discretionary Block Grant for continuation of the Success for Youth program, providing intensive court supervision in case management person partial salary, which is a collaboration with Catholic Charities, and provide educational support and develop social and job readiness skills, and request a cash match of $4,444 from the general fund.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Just saying these two are a great investment when you can only, a small match to get that type of money to help in that situation is great. So thank you guys.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Under the engineer, request NOACA to place the Middle Ridge Road, West Ridge Road intersection for fiscal year 20 in total project cost of $489,000 with 80% HSIP funding of $391,200 and 20% local of $97,800 from either MVGT or OPWC on their transportation plan for the federal HSIP funds through the County Engineers Association, and authorize the engineer to execute application.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Bob, do you want to talk about this at all? What type of improvements we're going to see there once this goes forward?
Thank you, Commissioners. Every year the state supplies us with a list of what they call the hot spots in Lorain County and the townships. This year, and with that list of the hot spots, we actually make application. This is the intersection there at West Ridge and Middle Ridge, and our hope is to put a light there to coordinate with the existing lights by the ramps and actually add a turn lane. It's been approved for funding, and this is the steps, as Commissioner Kalo knows, we have to go through NOACA. It still has to be placed, since there's federal funds involved, it still has to go through NOACA for approval as well.
And that's for fiscal year 20, 2025 years
Yes,
from now.
and as you're aware, Commissioner, these take us every bit of that time to get through the right-of-way and environmental process.
Some have taken a decade.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Cortez?
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We saw another fine day of democracy yesterday.
Yes, we did.
It's always it's always a privilege to be in the greatest democracy in the world, watch the process, and have seamless transfers of powers. I think we take it for granted sometimes. That doesn't happen every place. Doesn't happen a lot of places. I like Election Day, and I like when I get jury duty. Most people don't like that. That's another process that's really fulfilling, gives you an opportunity to experience how wonderful our justice system and our democracy and things are here in our country. So congratulations to the winners, congratulations to us all, and looking forward to the future. I will say that Mr. Williams called me this morning. He wanted to wish everybody goodwill, and he's staying home today with his family. He says he's exhausted from a very long campaign season. And I also want to congratulate Representative Lundy, who is in the back of the room today. So
Also should be exhausted.
he looks a little tired.
Yeah, I think we all are, but
That's all I have for this
Thank
morning.
you.
Thank you.
What's our process?
Mr. Ennis?
Commissioners, I have one short matter of pending litigation to discuss in executive session.
Commissioners report.
first, let me bring up Tom Kelley from Emergency Management System. Emergency Management. We are getting ready to ramp up our emergency notification system, so tell us all about it. I'm excited and looking
I
forward
thought
to
you were
it.
going to do that.
Well, you've got the letter.
Yeah, I do. Good morning.
Get ready to go out. Thanks.
About a year ago, we began a process to be able to notify the citizens in the county in the event of emergencies. We were solicited by 5 companies. We all bought those people in. What was nice about this process was that we used the Homeland Security Advisory Committee, which is made up of, which would be end users of the product. It wasn't us in an ivory tower working on something and just shoving it at them when we were finished with it. We interviewed like I said, 5 companies. We came up with a company called Inspiron, which is out of Akron, and the product is called WRENS, which is wireless emergency notification system. Excuse me. We're in the process of discussing with WRENS right now with their IT department about how we're going to make the cover page on the county's website available for people to click on the link and sign up for the system. All the other jurisdictions are going to be able to sign in with us. The county is fronting the majority of the cash to operate the system, and they're going to pay stipend each year. It's a significant savings to them to latch on with us versus going on their own. A lot of savings. So we have a meeting this Friday with the IT people, with the committee again. We'll have some training. All the jurisdictions will have access, at least 2 access points to the system to be able to send messages out, and that's text, voice, email. It also ramps up and connects with social media at the same time, Facebook, that type of thing. So once we send a message out, it goes out. We're pretty happy that we're ready to go with it, and our target date is about the 1st of January. So December will be a very busy month of training all the jurisdictions on how to use it. What's nice about it is also that if at 3 o'clock in the morning and I don't have capability to send a message or someone because they're out in the field, 911 will be able to, all you have to do is call them and they'll be able to put a system message out through them.
So landlines are ready to go. Those will be
Yeah, in fact, I
instant.
talked to them yesterday. They glean from the phone companies, the land, some of us still have hardline telephones like I do. I don't trust those things. But, and those are already ready to go into the system, which I think he told me was about 42,000 numbers, I believe. But they have to go through and move things out like hospital rooms and things like that and take that out of the system so those folks don't get calls. But
So it'll
we're
be
getting
up to
close.
us to get the word out as to how people with cell phones will have to sign up for it.
Right, we're going to have a media blitz. They're going to assist us with that. It'll be in the newspapers. We even have an offer from the high school video people, the kids that do the video classes, to put something together. Maybe we can put on the trailer on, when you do the commissioners meetings and that type of thing.
Wonderful. Long time coming.
So, yeah.
Good job.
Right. 5 cents a head for each community to buy into this, which is very
Correct.
inexpensive. And we're going to go by the census as to determine how many people in that vicinity. So
Yeah, it's a substantial savings compared to they went individually on it. So.
yeah, I'm looking forward to Friday to seeing how this is all going to work. So.
Me too.
And then the letters are going out when?
The pack will be out by Friday.
Okay.
We're just addressing all the individual letters
Just
right
for
now.
clarification, the pack will also include MOUs, not just the letter explaining. And similar to what we accomplished with the 911 software, those entities that wish to join will do the MOU, qualify through whatever legislative process they have within their jurisdiction. Up until that point, we'll continue to bear the brunt of the cost at 911. It's not significant. As they come on, it should greatly reduce the cost that some of them are paying right now. As an example, some folks are paying about 45 cents a person in their jurisdiction. Under this proposal of this collaboration on a global level, they'll be paying 5 cents. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot when you say 45 cents and 5 cents. When you start multiplying by thousands and over years, it's a huge sum of money. There's also a standard operating procedure for using...
Already finished, correct. We're going to tweak that a little bit Friday. Just take a peek at it.
It's imperative that the system not be used outside of emergency communications to residents so that it doesn't get diluted and people pay close attention to it when they sign up. The protocols have been established, they'll be enforced, and those jurisdictions that fail to follow the protocol will be asked to exit the program because we have overlapping jurisdictions. We too may send something to XYZ's residents out of EMA, and if they're not paying attention to it, that doesn't serve the purposes that the county needs. So hopefully that'll work out. We've had a long talk with the police chiefs on this. There's going to be a few jurisdictions that already have a system that may choose not to come on board, and then there's going to be a second phase of this system after we've incorporated the police, fire, and so forth into it, because we have the expandability to do what, Commissioner?
What?
The schools.
Oh,
The
yeah,
schools.
yeah.
We have the ability to expand it into the schools and also save them money. So this is just the rollout of phase 1.
So all those people that have the system may have contracts that they have to wait till those contracts expire, and then they'll be able to have the savings that.
Or they want to
build-
see how we perform, or they want to see how we perform doing this.
Oh,
Said we couldn't do the software. Things are going pretty well.
Yes, it is.
So
I'm excited.
Do
It's
you have
been a
willing-
long time coming, but we didn't want to rush through.
Committee
and
put a lot
just-
of work into it. You know that. You're in the committee, so.
Right.
But it was a lot of work putting this thing
there's
together.
always the ability to get things done if you have willing partners.
Right.
So.
And we had input from all different aspects. We had police,
Hospitals,
fire,
health,
hospitals.
police, fire, EMS, elected, appointed,
Right.
us, 911.
Budgetary.
Lisa,
Lisa.
is on it. Just one quick thing about the system, I'll give an example of what it can do. Right now, when we have a boil alert, and I have to put something on, a city will call me and say, we have to boil for 24 hours, whatever. I have to hit that old emergency alert system, which is the civil defense thing, and it goes into 8 counties. Now with this system, I can take a map on a computer, draw a line around a certain area of town, and it only calls those people inside that line.
Right.
So it's pretty
Now,
sophisticated.
And before everybody gets too excited, because there may be a little blip in the paper on this, it's going to be a little while before everybody gets on board, and then they'll have to reach out to their communities and ask them to sign up, because you have to sign up for this.
Mhm.
Doesn't
Unless you have a
automatically-
landline.
Correct.
And that's all you want to use is your landline, correct?
Excuse me?
Is if you only have a hard landline, it's already going to be in there.
Right.
Right.
You have to do nothing else.
Most people want the email, text alerts, things like that. All of those levels of communication are signed up for. So there'll be more to come on that.
Right. So this is good too. I mean, in the olden days we had sirens, in the summertime is great, but now people have their windows shut and their air conditioners on and.
Remember, that's an outdoor warning system. That's what they call sirens up here. It's asleep at 3 o'clock in the morning.
You're not going to hear
You'll
it.
hear your phone, which I do.
Oh, yeah.
But the siren probably not.
So it's great.
70% of our calls, 70+% of our calls coming into 911 are cellular.
Mhm.
And that number grows every year.
Right.
So you can see that people are more tethered to their electronic portable devices than they are to landlines.
Well, thanks, Tom. Thanks for all your hard work, Lisa, and
It
everybody else on the committee.
wasn't just me, it was a lot of
I know,
people
it's a lot of
involved,
people's effort to get this accomplished, so very excited about it and looking forward to that in January. Oh, let's see. I met with Brandy from Solid Waste last week. We did the coloring contest where people drew, the kids from different grade levels drew pictures. Now they had to actually take a picture, a digital picture, and put a caption below it. So we had a lot of great entries. Not as many people knew about it as the coloring contest, but hopefully that'll pick up in time to come.
How many years you been doing that now?
That was the first
This
time
is
for
a
the
new one.
video
For the
camera, or
Well,
the
you-
video shot.
You
that
did the
picture.
calendar for a while.
I've been doing that for 3 years now. 2 years. 3
Well, I thought it was longer than that.
I don't know. Did that, Keith, did you do that color contest before 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's fun. A lot of good things going on in solid waste, and I think we delivered the table and chairs to the vendors who were the 50,000th car come through our facility.
There was a little mishap.
I got a little damage.
You
on
got a
the
little
table.
damage, so we had to replace the table, but that's been taken care of.
Oh, things happen. Let's see. Oh, Phil's committee had a fundraiser this past week at the New Russia Township Hall. Wow, what a nice facility. It's beautiful. It's paid for. Very nice.
There's a lot of-
Kudos to the township.
There's a lot of money in trash.
There's a lot of money in garbage, right? So, yeah, nice.
We're
nice
referring to New
place.
Russia Township having the landfill in their community.
Right. But beautiful place,
Yes.
nicely done. Then I also went to El Centro. Matt had a fundraiser there, which I have not been since they remodeled that place. That's very nice. A lot of nice places in Lorain County that I haven't been to, so. And I just want to thank everyone for getting out to vote yesterday. It was a beautiful day, and the process works, and I'm really happy to move forward next year, and I'm looking forward to working with Matt. And that's the end of my report.
Very busy week with events and all. Team Lorain County Executive Committee met Monday morning. We're going to have a board retreat on the 21st. She's been contacting Commissioner Kokoski to follow up on our last visioning with our new director there. That'll be, I believe, the 21st at Lorain County Community College.
Did they? The date?
Yeah, I think it's the third Friday of the month.
Okay.
I'll double check. They're supposed to send an email out on it. But we'll be getting together, Jim, also that Friday morning to talk about how we're moving forward. Also, congratulations to everyone. big day in elections nationwide. Again, those who won, congratulations. Those who lost, don't forget. Did a great job. It's always difficult the first time out, especially trying to garner support to hopefully perform public service. Commissioner-elect Lundy, would you like to say a few words since you're with us this morning?
Matt Lundy, 338 Olive Street, Elyria. Did I do that right? Okay.
You know
I
the
didn't want you to
process.
correct me later.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
but well, thank you, and thanks for putting me on the spot too. But
Yeah.
Certainly appreciate the confidence that the voters put in me, placed in me last night, and certainly looking forward to working with both of you and moving our county forward. And in the meantime, looking forward to talking with Jim here and trying to find out all the things I need to get up to speed on, so I'll be ready to hit the ground immediately in January. So looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Congratulations once again. That's the end of my report.
Board correspondence?
Move the reading be waived.
Second?
Discussion. Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Public comment?
Anyone wishing to address the board this morning? I knew Keith was coming up.
I told you last night.
I know you did, exactly. I know Keith is coming up.
I given you a copy this time, all right?
Oh,
Yeah, but
yes.
Don't give him a copy cleaned up.
She keeps us straight.
We finally made our way through disaster debris, thanks to Tom and all the people.
Going back to May 12th of this year.
Going back to the flood, yes. So we received our check last Friday, which made me very happy. And this showed a lot of cooperation amongst all the political subdivisions that worked with us on this. You know, it's a process, and some of them didn't quite know how the process works, but it always starts with Tom, all right? And Tom tells me what I can do and when I can do it, you know, and gives me the go-ahead. So disaster debris is done. We got 75% of our money back, which is good. And we put in $28,900 in the bank this week, so good to
Nice.
get that back.
Yeah.
And that was the board coming forward with the 25,000 initially, then and a little bit more, because it costs a
Right.
little more from solid waste to assist the community. And that's the second time that there's been a problem in this county, and the commissioners have come forward and helped get rid of debris and everything, you know, drywall, anything that needed to be done. How many dumpsters did you take out?
Oh, a lot of them, but it amounted to 373 ton of trash. So, you know, the stuff's bulky. Maybe you get
Right.
2 ton to a unit. So, you know, and Ridgeville, North Ridgeville alone, there's over 29 containers rolled in and out there.
It started out a bit slow, but I think Keith was out there directing truck traffic on a Saturday night, getting those things unloaded for the community. The worst thing after a disaster is what do you do with all the things that you have to remove from your home? I think both of you have experienced this.
Actually, I'm tearing drywall out right now. I wish those dumpsters were still around. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not fun. My heart goes out to anybody who floods. It's
Good job,
it's
guys.
terrible. But
Yeah,
yeah,
very good
thank
job.
you.
Thank you, Keith.
Yeah, we
Anyone else?
limit the amount of garbage that can go out now. So what do you do with all that?
You take it over to Ted's house.
Yeah, Ted.
I'm in the city of Lorain. We still take it all.
I'm gonna bring it over to your house.
Anyone else wishing to address the board this morning? If not, I will make a motion to go into executive session as outlined by the county administrator and county prosecutor.
Second.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
This has been a broadcast of the recent Lorain County Commissioners' General Meeting. Unless otherwise announced, meetings are held Wednesday morning at 9:30 at the Administration Building, 226 Middle Avenue, 4th floor, downtown Elyria. These are public meetings, and you are invited to attend. Agendas are posted prior to the meeting at www.loraincounty.us. Click on Departments to see the Commissioners page, then click on View Agenda for a printable copy of the agenda.